The video you want to pass by today. 5 spiritual warfare beatboxing? 5 spiritual warfare tactics the devil uses on your mind. 1. Insecurities. We all got them, but the devil knows if he can get you to be ashamed of how God made you or your weaknesses that God can perfect. Not only are you going to focus on your inabilities, you'll lose sight of who God can be for you. You'll lose sight of his abilities. Your focus will be on the wrong thing instead of trusting him, causing you to move out of either pride, shame, or fear. 2. Your perception. The devil knows God gave us a creative imagination. It's beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. But his goal is to get us painting realities that either don't actually exist or may never exist, but especially the ones that contradict God's word or his character, or that make us rely on ourselves to be a solution to a problem that may not actually exist or we don't have the capacity for. We gotta remember to cast down every high thought that exalts itself against our knowledge of the truth, God's word. And Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Number 3, fear and anxiety cannot live here. The devil wants to make himself look more intimidating than God, so we feel helpless when he strikes. We have to remember that the devil is the one that should be fearing the God that we serve, that big dog faith. Always fear what God can do to your enemies more than you fear what your enemies can do to you. That's why it's called the shield of faith. Your faith in God is the covering. David said, my heart trusts in him and I am saved. Remember, your fear is just faith in the wrong location. 4, we almost done. Depression. Depression is the thief of your joy, but gratitude breeds your joy. Notice that when you're depressed, you're not thinking about what you have to be grateful for because the enemy only wants you to focus on the negative. Be purposeful about shifting your focus to the things of God and who God can be and how good God is, because God doesn't change even when the situation does. Find something to be grateful for, even if it's the last breath you caught in your lungs. 5, self-criticism. That voice in your head that tells you you'll never do good enough or that somebody's always going to be doing better or whatever the case. That leaves no room for improvement or God's grace. Remember, that voice is not even God's. Even though you may have picked it up from somewhere, your childhood, or somebody said something in trauma and PTSD, somewhere you have to ask God to help you to leave it where you found it. Because God's conviction corrects. It does not condemn. It says this is what you need to change, but this is not who you are. I was always proud of having you from the start. Before you knew how to demonstrate love, he loved you. You never have to earn his love or his approval. Hope this helps.